This 26 Sports high school basketball presentation is presented by Cadillac Casting Incorporated.
32-12 after 3 quarters of play. The Cadillac Vikings with the lead over the Alpena Wildcats. Boys Big North basketball action presented by Cadillac Casting Incorporated, High Point Cadillac GMC, Trend Designers, Dynamic Physical Therapy, and Pack Mail, and of course Pizza Plus, keeping our crew well fed after all the work that goes into putting this production together. We'll mention them later. We should mention them now, though. Madam Director Hannah Crouch, Rain Johnson-Hill in the truck assisting matters, and then our camera crew, Wyatt Van Dynen, Dakota Pike, and Leanna Carr, manning the big one right here in the middle, bringing you all these great shots in high definition here on My News 26 Sports. Just underway here in the fourth, as DeRocher will take a 3 from the top of the key, and they're going to get Keegan Brooks on the aggressive box out. And it was following the shot, they're going to say. So it'll be inbounded under the basket. Nice look right away. And the hoop and the harm for Logan Guthrie. And Guthrie will go to the line as somebody missed the freshman on the inbounds.
I didn't catch you that well.
Guthrie will make it. The foul was on Caden Dennis. Is he still in the game? Yes, he is. Okay. We'll make sure. Genema and Dennis collide after the ball got tapped away. And so the Wildcats will take it back. Vikings showing some pressure again. DeRocher over the timeline. Picks up his dribble, gets it to Lucas. To Tucker against Dennis. DeRocher against Brooks. Rosnowski thought about it. Tucker, Genema comes from the weak side, knocks it out of his hands, but it'll remain Wildcat basketball. 7:20 to go here in the fourth.
Tucker and Dennis were doing some work down there on the block that time. Those guys were really going at it.
Rosnowski will inbound. As Benson knocks it out of his hands. Well, in that third quarter, Kevin, Vikings nearly matched their output from the first 2 quarters as they nearly doubled up their score. DeRocher loses the handle on that lefty dribble.
Well, they found a steady diet of Quinn in the paint, and he was able to finish a whole array of shots. So now, him getting an extended rest here tonight, we'll see what kind of offense Cadillac can generate without the big man in the middle.
Here's Benson. And Coach Bensenberg joining the action.
Well, Alpena switched it up to a 1-2-2 that time, so Cadillac's got to attack that with 2-guard front. You can run it, all the guys in the world through the middle, but you got to have 2-guard offset that.
Daniels attacking Dennis. Actually might have touched that in the cylinder. Now we're going to get a foul on the other end. My goodness, Caden Dennis elevating after that Daniels miss. And I actually thought he touched that thing up above the rim.
I'm not sure. I didn't know he had that kind of hops in him.
Foul on the Vikings. It's on Daniels. It's his second. Young man's got some springs, does Caden Dennis.
Sure does.
Lucas stops and pops. Will not go. And Stradowski with the rebound. Excuse me, that's not Stradowski. That's Cooper Benson. And Benson knocked around. Foul will be on the Wildcats. Hunter Rensbury, the junior, will check into the game, and Dennis will take a seat. Rensbury inside for Genema, swung around for Benson. Brooks, hesitation. Vikings showing some good ball movement here. Lucas got a piece of that. Wildcats really being aggressive now defensively, willing to foul, and foul they do.
Yeah, seemed like that was only
That's
a
what he
matter
was
of
trying
time.
to do. Yes.
There was some aggressive play out top there. That was a really good pass by Keegan last time down the block. Didn't see who caught that.
It was Daniels actually
Daniels,
gave it up.
Wasn't quite ready to shoot it, but you get the ball, in your breadbasket right there on the block, you got to go up with that.
Rensbury steps through the double team, finds Benson for the alley-oop, won't finish. And Guthrie, the freshman, with the save, quickly the other way. Here's DeCare. And Brooks is going to get called for the reach-in. Mentioning those replays, we'll have, so Tuesday night, tomorrow night, Petoskey at Cadillac. Wednesday night at 10, we'll have Manistee at Cadillac. And then Thursday night at 10, we'll have Mason County Central Spartans at Cadillac. All replays. And then Friday night will be I almost said live. It will not be live, but it'll be a fresh game at 10:30 as the Cadillac Vikings play host to Traverse City West as the Titans make the trip down. As DeCare makes the front end of the 1-and-1. And the Wildcats want a timeout.
It's just one of those games where it's just, for both teams, but primarily for Alpena, it's kind of hard. It's just kind of hard to get going. It seems like they never got in the flow that they wanted to, right on the get-go. And you can chalk it up to whatever you want, a different start time, a 3-hour, 300-mile trek, whatever it is. Sometimes that's hard to play your A game and that kind of stuff stacked against you. It'd be hard for me. It was hard for us to get into our normal flow.
Yes, it was. 5:30 start messed everybody up. I like the way they do that, though, because it allows these Wildcats, these kids, because they're students before they're athletes, and allows them to get back to Alpena at a reasonable hour.
Talking to Coach Emmington before the game, and he mentioned that they should just do it at noon and it's not have school that day and just get it over with and get the kids back to school at a decent time.
The puppy is missed by Genema, but the Vikings come up with the offensive board. You might as well just give them the next day off then and play at the normal time. I got all kinds of ideas. Guthrie with the theft up ahead for DeCare. Looking for DeRocher, and Benson with the hustle takes it away. Cooper Benson, the sophomore, against Jor, nearly taken away. And now there is not a steal. I thought they were going to have it. Benson will calm things down. Out to Brooks. Baseline for Daniels. Gets inside, and there's a block by DeRocher. Daniels though stays with it and keeps it. Vikings will reset. Brooks to Benson. And we're going to get a foul. I was just about to say to you, Kevin, that I think Quinn Crago's night is over with, but Quinn Crago is about to check back into the game with 4:46 remaining. Mildly surprised by that. What do I know? I'm not a basketball coach. Yeah. Well, I would think it's a great opportunity to give Quinn a little break. Got a big one with TC West coming up Friday.
And maybe it's a chance to get some of the subs in the game with some of the, normal starters to kind of build that chemistry in a game situation as opposed to a practice situation.
Yep.
Late February, we always talk about this time of year moving forward into March.
Yep.
You never know what kind of combo you're going to have to dial up in districts.
Yep, it's a fair point. One of two made from the line as DeRocher, tough shot. Crago rips down the rebound. Brooks trying to swing it out to Benson, and Tucker saw that all the way. Tucker the other way, the lefty won't go, but Brooks will draw the foul.
We got to love the Alpena effort. They really, this last couple of minutes, amped up their defense. Love to see a team still going guts out despite the score. At some point in the game, when it gets like this, the scoreboard is irrelevant. You're looking for effort and execution. And they're doing a great job of that, mixing it up, doing some full court man-to-man, trapping out of it. Like to see that. It's a sign of a good up-and-coming team.
Well, and I think if there's one thing that you really want to see out of young players first and foremost, it is defensive effort, and we've seen that. I mean, obviously, the Vikings put together a pretty solid third quarter, but a 15-point third quarter is still nothing dramatic. And the Although the Wildcats obviously struggled themselves as Tucker makes them both. Putting up only a field goal in that quarter, as we're going to get a carry on Spencer Fisher. Got his hand under that ball a bit. If you're a coach of a young team, what's the hardest thing to really teach? Is it offensive skill sets, or is it a defensive philosophy and mindset?
Well, I mean, I think each team and each set of young kids is different. You don't know what they do well. Each set of players has a different basketball IQ. And so that's the challenge as a coach, is to kind of try to identify that and then gear your team, gear that year towards what you do best and kind of try and hide your deficiencies. So, it's hard to tell.
Fisher gets it to Baker. Rensbury in the corner. Skip pass. Fisher, 3-ball. No good. Crago with the rebound. Nice bounce pass across the paint for Rensbury, who can't finish, but he gets his own board back. Back out to Rensbury. Swung around, Baker. Rensbury into Crago. Makes a move. Looks out for Fisher for 3. Nope. Fisher gets his own rebound. Twice now. On misses, the Vikings have found their own boards. Crago to Rensbury. Down low, Genema. Nice look for Crago in the middle, who lays it up and in. Boy, Vinny Genema, I don't know how many assists he has in this game, but he's made 2 of the prettier passes you'll see to Quinn Crago for finishes.
Oh, yeah. Yep. Just to hit on Alpena just for one more second, what I've seen them do extremely well today is on the defensive end, their rotations and their out of their traps and playing the passing lanes. They've done that really well. One thing they're going to want to work on, this comes just with experience, is their boxing out, allowing a Cadillac team who hasn't shot very well tonight to get a ton of extra looks out of it.
Fisher's 3 is off the mark, but Crago with the catch and shoot weak side board makes this a 37-18 lead inside 3 minutes to go, and there's another Wildcat turnover.
Not that boxing Quinn out is any easy task by any means, whether you're a freshman or a senior. But, I mean, we've seen multiple times, that happening. So I'm sure that's something that Coach works on hard. You see him over there on the sideline out of that 1-2-2 full court trap, coaching hard because a kid let Fisher out of the corner over there. You had him dead to rights and let him up the sideline. So just the little things like that is something that as you perfect, now you're able to get out in transition and get those easy buckets that you're looking for.
Dennis to Rensbury. 2:35 to go in this one. Vikings are going to move back to 500 as the bank was nearly open for Rensbury, but even at this early start, banker's hours are still over with. Tucker kicks it out to Jor. Sophomore goes baseline, elevates, and lays in the floater. Isaac Jor gets into the books for the first time. 2:10 to go in the game. Rensbury, 3-ball. Good! Hunter Rensbury gets into the books with a triple, and it's a 40-20 Cadillac lead. Jor with another baseline drive. This time he cannot finish. And Genema comes up with the loose ball. And Fisher dribbles it off his leg. Tucker takes it away. Looking up ahead for DeRocher. Rejected from behind by Genema. That's where somebody's got to yell, behind you.
Yeah.
DeRocher, I think, looking at his teammates as if to say, hey, little help here?
Let a brother know, man. Good effort by Vinny getting back. Challenging the shot. And the freshman puts the first one home. Yeah, he's got some talent. It's 33 Chris DeRocher. He's clearly got, I don't know what he's listed at, Jay.
6'3".
6'3" as a freshman, and he's got a little jump shot to him. Plays well down the block, so be exciting to see him, mature over the next few years and fill out a little bit.
Noah Zdradowski checks back into the game for the Vikings. Minute 35 to go in this one, along with Joey Sundstrom. Rensbury will give it back to Keegan Brooks, the lone starter on the floor right now for Cadillac. Youth being served. Dennis kicks out. Rensbury, 3-ball. Off the back iron. Brooks, though, will get it back. to Dennis. And Caden Dennis, pretty left-hand finish there, though.
It was. A little shuffle out on top. Got called for the travel, but it's a tough finish.
I'm telling you, man, that kid can get off the ground. Tucker taking it to the rim will draw the foul on Dennis. Minute 6 to go as Tucker in and out on the first. Don't forget you can watch a replay of this contest on the 27th, which I believe is Sunday at 4 o'clock. No, it's not. It's Saturday at 4 o'clock, right? That's Saturday. Saturday at 4 o'clock. I'll get it straight. As Keegan Brooks is going to go to the line for a couple. Actually, I think this is a 1-and-1 situation, and misses the first. 50 seconds to go in this one. Tucker kicks it out to Guthrie for 3. Back iron, no good. And Tucker got fortunate that that landed in front of him and not on him. Look at that camera work. Dakota Pike all over things.
Nice.
Inside for Alec Bell, saves it. Rosnowski looking for Tucker. Dennis knocks it away.
I don't know if you remember the last game where Ethan Baker did his little Harlem Globetrotter stint in the corner. Watch the game back. They caught that perfectly. It was great camera work.
.34 seconds remaining in this one as we get a foul. Spencer Fisher picks up a foul.
That's just solid directing by Hannah Crouch, I think. Just got these kids schooled up right.
I would say you're right, our Madam Director. Did you know she wanted to be a massage therapist before she got into video production?
Heard some rumors about that.
Jor misses the first. Second is good. To me, that's a sign of a solid free throw shooter. When you miss the first and you course correct and put that second one straight through. I know you wouldn't miss either one of them, but misses happen. If you're a good free throw shooter, you don't miss more than 2 in a row, or don't miss more than 1 in a row, right?
Got a few pieces of hardware in my day for going 25 out of 25 at a few tournaments. Many moons ago, many moons ago.
They gave hardware out for that?
Lake City 3-on-3.
Oh, that's right. Where they wanted your autograph. Try to find Bell down low. Loose ball ends up in the hands of Sundstrom. The Vikings got called for a 10-second violation on the last possession. Stradowski gets it to Dennis. Was looking up, loses the handle. Stradowski will pick it up. Down low for Rensbury. Rensbury was expecting that pass a little higher. Kind of left his feet, I think, looking for a high pass. And with 1.8 seconds remaining, Wildcats will inbound. They really need to give this right back to Tucker. Oh, bummer. Guthrie from half court. No good.
So he would have had all 4 opportunities.
So all 4 opportunities. That's right. That's right. That will do it. As the Cadillac Vikings pull back to 500 at 8-8, 5-6 in the Big North with the win over the Alpena Wildcats. Alpena falls to 5-13, 2-10. Can't be right. 2-8, I believe, in the Big North. 40-23 your final. We'll be back with some final thoughts right after this.